Here's how Nicki Minaj's 2026 album could break records using this Rwanda method. Let's talk about it. That's how Nicki usually does her rollouts. She will start with a cryptic post with a date, and then she will do some cryptic tweets, and then she will put some hype and say, this is the best thing that I've created so far. There will be sudden announcements, and later on, just before the release date, she will drop the feature list, and then the fans will now start to scramble to pre-save and talk about it. And then the album drops and everybody starts reacting. And to be fair, this is how normal albums have released for decades. The artist will create in secret, the label plans the marketing, the announcement comes, pre-orders open, and then release day arrives and people buy the product, and then they start talking about it on Twitter, on social media, and everywhere else. But something different happened with Pink Friday too. Something Nicki herself didn't plan, something that will accidentally reveal a better way to release an album, and this is what I want to talk to you about. Remember how the Barbz created Gag City? How they used AI and they built this fictional empire, this fictional universe that was inspired by the album's cover art. They didn't wait for Nicki to give them content. They made the content themselves using AI, and they had celebrities visiting Gag City. There were memes everywhere. Fans created a wall that became bigger than any marketing campaign, and it was so good. Which brings us to Rwanda and the sales method that I want to talk to you about. In Rwanda, entrepreneurs don't make products then try to sell them. They do something most business schools will call backwards. They sell the idea first, then make the product. And this is called Yubusabani, and the word means cooperation in one of the Rwandan languages. Here's how it works. So an entrepreneur has an idea for a product. Maybe it's handmade furniture, maybe it's coffee, maybe whatever it is. What they will do, instead of spending months creating the inventory, hoping people will buy, they do this instead. Step one, they present the idea to the community. So church groups, the village, local associations, they explain what they want to make, why it's needed, what it will cost, and what it will look like. Step two, they ask people to commit to buying before anything gets made. So not deposits, but full payment upfront. So you're not buying a finished product, you're investing in an idea you believe in. Then step three, the community discusses it, like the leaders promote it. People talk to their friends and their neighbors, socially, and then it builds pressure. And then when your neighbor is buying in, you are more likely to trust the idea as well. Step four, the entrepreneur now collects the money. Now they have capital to produce exactly what's been sold. No guessing about demand, no excess inventory, no financial risk. And step five, they make the products and deliver them to the people who already paid. And the results are amazing. Rwandan entrepreneurs report 90% pre-order success rates. There's zero waste, there's zero unsold inventory, and something even more valuable than money, emotional investment. When people pay for an idea before it exists, they become invested in its success. They don't buy, they participate, they promote, and they become partners. And this is how Nicki could use this for her 2026 album. Let's talk about it. Let's get specific. So according to reports, Nicki announced that her next album is scheduled for March 2026. We don't know the name yet, but here's how she could flip the traditional rollout using the Ubusani method. Phase 1, the vision announcement. Now, she's already said the date, but instead of walking in silence and surprising fans with a finished product, Nicki announces the concept early. Think about it, not the music, the vision. She tells the Barbz, I'm creating my next album, and this time we're building it together. And then she explains what the album will explore. Maybe it's about legacy, maybe it's about motherhood, maybe it's about evolution, or it's about power. She shares her creative direction, and she shows the mood boards, the musical influences, everything. She doesn't reveal the songs, she just reveals the blueprint. Now, phase 2, which is the community investment. Here's where the Yubusani kicks in. So Nicki offers the Barbz the chance to invest in the album before it's finished. This isn't just regular, pre-order. It's like a partnership package. So something that she can do in tiers, early access to the album, exclusive behind the scenes and all of that, which she already does, but this time take it a step further. And the key psychology is that fans aren't buying the album, but they're buying, they ain't buying the finished product, but they're investing in it. They feel like this is my co-creation. Another thing that she can do is have, the Barbz pictures in the album cover somewhere, something to make sure that this thing is not just a Nicki Minaj album alone. Nicki is creating this with the Barbz as well. Now, step 3 will be the co-creation. This is where everything will work. Not all the decisions will be based on the Barbz, but most of it. They can talk about who they want to be featured in there. She can play the snippets like she usually does, and they can say, okay, this is the one that we do. So usually she will play the snippet. People will say they like it or they don't like it, and she will, share it and everything like that. But now she can have a website or somewhere where people will vote, like different snippets. It's like, okay, this is the one we want in the album. This is the one that we don't want in the album. She can put a list of all the potential, features, and the Barbz will vote in there. Something that will make sure like it's a co-creation with the Barbz. And then phase 4 will be building anticipation through participation. So as the album nears completion, the Barbz will not be fans. They are more than fans, but this time, imagine something that you feel like you have helped build. They will talk about it with their friends. They will talk about it everywhere on social media, and this will create the marketing organically before even the rollout or before the album drops in March 2026. So this is phase 5 now, when the album drops, several things will happen. People have already bought into it. There will be so much hype on social media and so many things in there. And when people anticipate something, even if the people who are not Barbz, they will go and watch it. They'll go and watch everything. So she has crowdfunded ideas and everything, and capital even from her own community. Now, why did I choose this? Why did I think this will work specifically for Nicki? This wouldn't work for anybody else. It will work specifically for Nicki Minaj. And I'll tell you why. She has one of the most passionate fan bases. I'm a barb myself. If you look at my channel, you will see I have so many videos about Nicki Minaj. So the Barbz, we are not casual listeners. We are warriors. We defend Nicki online. We stream her music obsessively. We show up for her when it's needed. You see how Gag City happened. Nicki also has a proven values fan input. Like, she engages with her fans. So if another person tries this, it will look like, oh, you're coming to us now because you want us to help you, sell an album. But if Nicki does this, it's like, yes, she talks to the Barbz all the time. She's on Twitter saying Barbz this, Barbz that, and all of that. And the third reason why this will work for Nicki is that it will, generate massive anticipation. We know she will sell, but she can sell even more with this, Rwanda Yubusani method. I hope I'm saying it right. If you're from Rwanda, let me know if I've pronounced it right. I'm not from Rwanda, sorry. I'm from Africa, but I'm not from Rwanda. And then the fourth reason why it will work is that it's not traditional. Not everyone can pull this, or not everyone has tried this. So this is something that, she can try because it's going to be different from the way that she's done things already. And then finally, there's a financial upside to this. So let's do a quick math. So Nicki has roughly 200 million followers, I believe, across platforms, or less than that. Even if it's only 1% of her fan base, they believe in that. There is so much more that she can gain with that, and there's so much more that she can do with that without spending too much on her marketing budget. Now, let's look at the bigger picture with this. Let's zoom in. What Nicki could do with her 2026 album isn't just a marketing strategy, it's a fundamental rethinking of the artist and fan relationship. We know for decades the music industry has treated fans as consumers at the end of a supply chain. The artists will create, the labels will package, the fans will buy. It's transactional, it's one-directional. And then if the fans don't buy as much as the artists will want, they sort of put it out on the fans. They're angry at them. Even in the streaming era as well, fans are still just listeners who pay for access. But what Gag City revealed is that fans want more. They want participation. They want to be part of the story. They want to build, not just consume. And this Rwanda's Yubusani method will work specifically for Nicki Minaj and the Barbz. Let me know what you think in the comment section and let's talk about it more. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you all to the commenters and the subscribers.